Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Falcons are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bears, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down. Morse. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go!
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, Morse. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Over! No, check, Patriot!
Now back to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw on second down. Morse looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on 3rd down. Morse. It's caught. Jones. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake. Morse. He rifles one that's intercepted, and the ball is knocked out.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Derby, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go. Green,
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now let's go, boys.
he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, Gabe.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On 1st down, Morse will keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Caught on the right side by Jones. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. The left side completion to Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Let's go!
Off the bootleg. Morse. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Whitney Merciless. Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Morse. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there. And he ended up.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack on 1st down there by the defense. And now it's 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates them. Off play action. Morse. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the safety. Ohio. Ohio. Check, 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 check.
Back to throw. Morse. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. That'll be a gain of 16.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And Jones has it over the middle. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morse. Now he'll escape to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes it right side to White. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, Morse. Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. He'll drop the throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen put 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching game when you're facing the 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. This is fielded at the 27. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on 1st down. Morse. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looking to throw. Morse. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. No. Check. Patriots. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. That's complete to White. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The Bears on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 10. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Here we go. What?
On first down, Morse. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on second down, Morse. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
The slot man in motion right.
Switch. Hey, switch. Ohio.
From the gun on third down, Morse. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Buying time to his left.
36.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Howard Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurry up, Clifford! Stay with your man. Watch it now, Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Back.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. You got 3. Let's go. Red 38.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
39. Green, 39. 46 is right there. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Often on... You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 1st and 10, Morse. It's complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's go. Grand 38.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go. Grand 38.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
Back to throw. Morse. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right. He's tight right here.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bears on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He hits White, complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd run, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Here we go.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Freeman again. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
He's checking Grant. Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grant 38! Grant 38!
Here's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, Morse eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This just a 24-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shift together here from the D-line.
Come on, let's go!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Ohio! Check, check. Here we go!
It's Coleman here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! So don't say nothing.
Time running out here on the play clock. They will run again with Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
The Bears on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be third and forever.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Morse going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's got White here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as on the Ringo.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. Leopard.
We got 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Double tight.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they close out this first half at a very solid 6.